Born in 1930 in Sacramento, given the birth name of Tomio Kono of Japanese descent, he later went by the name of Tommy. He was a small, sickly boy with asthma that beat all odds to become one of the greatest American success stories of all time. After the attack on Pearl Harbor in 1941, the lives of Tommy, his family, and over 100,000 people of Japanese descent on the West Coast would change drastically. The declaration of war forced them to abandon their homes. They were loaded on trains to be relocated. Their new home was the Tule Lake Internment Camp, housing over 20,000 people in tar-papered shacks located behind barbed wire. One of those people was 12-year-old Tommy Kono. Trying to live as close to a normal life as possible, Tommy attempted sports. He played baseball and basketball, but it was another sport that caught his attention. His neighbor had a weightlifting set, and Tommy was introduced to the sport that would change his life. His dad opposed to this and thought young Tommy was too skinny and frail. Tommy would sneak over the neighbor's house and began to fall in love with lifting barbells over his head. The desert air actually helped his asthma, and he wasn't having any more attacks. After 3.5 years in internment camp, Tommy and his family were allowed to go back to Sacramento. It was at his house at the corner of 12th and T Street that Tommy began taking weightlifting seriously. He built a gym in the basement of his house, and his body began to change. Tommy was getting stronger, and now he was thinking about actually competing.
I was going to accompany a friend of mine to a contest, but the other member of Sacramento weightlifting group said, "If you're going, why don't you compete too?" So I said, "Yeah, why not?" It was called the Northern California Championship and was held in San Jose. And I came in second place. Of course, there was only 2 of us in that class.
War would enter into Tommy's life again. This time it was the Korean War, and he enlisted in the Army. He was a cook, but he was also crafting up his future. In 1952, Tommy had qualified for the Olympic Games in Helsinki, Finland. This was the beginning of something special.
Tommy Kono snatches 117.5 kilos in the welterweight class, over 20 pounds more than his closest rival.
The 5'5", 148-pound Tommy Kono lifted 257 pounds over his head to win his first Olympic gold medal. He went from unknown to the best in the world.
New world champ of the class, Tommy Kono of Sacramento, California.
The world noticed Tommy. This included the nation that won't be outdone by anyone, especially by an American. The Soviet Union began filming Tommy secretly, trying to study him and his training techniques. The effects of the Cold War didn't deter Tommy as he transcended politics. In 1955, the Russians invited him to come to Moscow for an exhibition. Trying to make him feel uncomfortable, his accommodations and treatment were terrible. Tommy competed against numerous Russian weightlifters in front of 15,000 people.
Tommy Kono, вперед этот вес. Он опередил Богдановского на 5 килограммов.
He defeated every one of them. The following year, Tommy would defend his title and compete in the 1956 Olympic Games in Melbourne, Australia. This time, he was competing at a higher weight class against the best in the world. While most competitors don't have success doing this, Tommy isn't your average competitor. He dominated the field and set a new world record and captured his second gold medal. Tommy competed in the Olympics one more time in the 1960 Games in Rome. He took silver and felt it was time to retire. Tommy was more than a successful weightlifter. He also was the best bodybuilder in the world, winning the Mr. Universe title 4 times. After he retired, he became a head coach, guiding the Olympic teams of Mexico in 1968, West Germany in 1972, and Team USA in 1976. In all, Tommy won 6 world championships, 14 international medals with 8 of them being gold, and set 26 world records. In 2005, the International Weightlifting Federation named Tommy Lifter of the Century. Tommy passed away in 2016 at the age of 85 in Hawaii. Tommy was admired and loved by everyone who came in contact with him.
A lot of times people would say, "Do you know Arnold?" Meaning Arnold Schwarzenegger. I said, "What do you mean?" "Arnold knows me."
He will always be remembered as the most dominant weightlifter in our history and one of the most heralded Olympians ever from Sacramento. It is with great honor we induct Tommy Kono into the Sacramento Sports Hall of Fame.